Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing In Honor, and this is by Jessi Kirby. And I'm sorry, I always really jump into these videos, but I'm also going to do a quick little polish thing at the end, and also show you what I'm currently reading. I'm trying to mix things up. So this is actually going to be a pretty short review because I don't have much to say about this book. Then In Honor is, let me just read the bio for this one. 3 days after learning of her brother Finn's death, Honor receives his last letter from Iraq. Devastated, she interprets his note as a final request and spontaneously sets off to California to fulfill it. At the last minute, she's joined by Rusty, Finn's former best friend. Rusty is the last person Honor wants to be with. He's cocky and obnoxious, just like Honor remembers, and she hasn't forgiven him for turning his back on Finn when Finn enlisted. But their road trip ends up revealing more than the desert landscape. And her parents have also died a while ago, and so she's left alone. And Finn is the brother that always protected her, and now she's at a loss. One of my issues was kind of that it became all about the romance between Rusty and Honor, and it didn't focus enough on what happened with Finn. And throughout this whole book, Honor is really, really upset about what happened with Finn, but she was so upset that I couldn't really get to relate to her because she was wrapped up in all this mourning that the author didn't actually give us enough to actually understand what she was going through, I guess. But part of the reasons that I was a little lukewarm to this was because I had pretty high expectations. I haven't even read anything else by this author, to be honest, but when I read the biography, I was really excited for this book, and I even pre-ordered it. And then when I pre-ordered it and I got it, half the book was missing. I got to page 124 and 50 pages were missing. So that was a little disappointing. So I had to wait a few days to actually get the I think it was Amazon to ship me the actual book that I have now. And I don't know, I just had high expectations because it looks so creative, and I don't think I've ever read a book much like this one. I've read road trips, but nothing like this. But all in all, it just ended up to be a basic romance. I feel like they should have spent more time talking about what happened with Finn, and a little less time talking about the car. The car is like a character in this book. The Impala, Paula, it's like another character. And also, it wasn't that exciting. Their car broke down several times. Paula broke down several times. And, yeah. It's just a regular romance. You could read this in the car, on a plane, but don't devote, a week to it. Actually, that doesn't make sense, but don't devote precious time to reading it. That's what I'm trying to say. I liked meeting some of the side characters, which also, besides Celia and Brew, which were two side characters, they didn't really even go into much depth about other ones. Honor isn't alone. She has her aunt, Gina, and she doesn't tell her the whole book that she is on this road trip, and that's why, and she's doing this for Finn. She doesn't even mention it, and even in the past few chapters, she's like, Gina's gonna be mad at me, but she doesn't actually call her. Rusty calls her, and that's not, that is just a little fly over the whole book. It doesn't matter. And I felt like that was stupid because the author kind of talked about these characters, but she didn't interact with them at all. I did give this 3 out of 5 stars. I liked reading it, and it got better towards the second half, and I really liked how it ended, actually. It was sweet and it was heartwarming, but it's nothing special, and that probably has to do with the high expectations I had. So I don't think I made a video on this last time, but I joined this book club, as it's called, at my local bookstore, and they give you ARCs, which are advanced reading copies, to read and then get back to them to review and tell them if they should buy it or not. So I got 3 of them this month, and I have to read them by next month and tell them, so I'll just show you. This one is Starling, by Leslie Livingston. And I don't want this to be a huge long video, so I'll put the links underneath and you can look at the biography on Goodreads yourself. And then I got this one, which I'm really excited for because it's Michael Grant and he did Gone. And then I found out that Michael Grant and Catherine Applegate, his wife, they wrote the Animorphs. I love the Animorphs series. Those are good books. It's Eve and Adam by them, which I just mentioned. The Animorphs are really good books. Good memories. And then the last one is The Other Normals by Ned Vizzini. And looks pretty cool. Yeah. I also have 3 arcs that I never finished last month, because last month I kind of got 7 of them, and I rarely read 7 books in a month, let alone, one of them was really big. But these are the 3 that I never finished. This one actually they just gave to me for free. I haven't even read the first book in the series, but I said, oh, I kind of want to read that one, so I took this one. This one came out already, so this one actually I don't have to review. Then this one, and this one. So yeah, oh, somehow this short video ended up to be 7 minutes long. Okay, and the book I'm reading right now is Goddess Interrupted, and I don't know if anyone wants a review of this since it's the 2nd book in the Goddess Test series, but I'm loving it so far. Goddess Test series is like one of my all-time favorite series. There's only 2 books out so far too. So yeah, if you really want a review, you can comment below and I'll probably do it. Even if one person comments, I'll do it. So yeah, and I might do it anyway, who knows. It's so pollen outside. There's all this pollen. It's floating in the air. There's so much pollen. It makes everything green. But yeah, thanks guys for watching this sort of odd combination video. Goodbye!